entrepreneurship. They associate it with lots of freedom. You can do whatever you want. You have all the time in your life. You can, make lots of money and there's not a lot of expenses. But the real truth about being an entrepreneur is that you're willing to do the unexpected and you never stop working. As a business owner myself, not only do you have your office hours, but your brain never switches off. You're always thinking of what else can I do to make my business grow? How can I get more of the right staff to help me grow my team? If you see a marketing campaign for a different business, your brain starts thinking, how can I do this for my business? And then of course you take the responsibility of that business home with you every single day. So it's not a choice that I think a lot of people would choose if they know how much hard work it is, but entrepreneurs do have something inside of them that it's like a burning desire to achieve something. And a small mistake that a lot of us as entrepreneurs do is when you reach a level of success, we don't actually sometimes stop to take note of that success, to celebrate it in the moment, enjoy it. A lot of times we kind of just fall over it and go, yay, we did it, what's the next thing? Because entrepreneurs are usually driven by the result. They want to see the outcome, but when they get there, their minds have already gone to the next level, and it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. So I do try with myself to remember to pause, to enjoy the celebration part, because this is exactly what you've worked for. I think a lot of small businesses stay small, not because they're doing anything wrong. A lot of times entrepreneurs prefer to play it safe. It's very hard for them to make the bigger jumps, and the bigger jumps can be things from hiring more staff or investing more money into their business or trying a new idea where their business at the moment feels safe for them, and that's a good thing. I would rather keep my business small but continue making it very successful than never trying to expand. You don't have to have multiple stores, you don't have to have 80 stores of your own business to be labeled as successful. But what I do believe is that if you become inconsistent, if you keep changing things way too fast, if you don't push through the hard times with your business, you're not giving the business the opportunity to actually show you what it's worth. Your hard work and your planning in the beginning and bringing that business to life is something to celebrate and something to be very proud of. But there's almost a feeling that I get, and I always say the universe is testing us right before something great's about to happen in our business, because it has to change you. You have to evolve. You have to be different from the same business owner you were a year ago. So before a great leap happens in your business or great wealth comes in, there's going to be tough times. And I think sometimes small business owners stop there. They kind of halt. They get a little bit scared of what that next step looks like, and instead of actually just pushing through it, because that's where your next level of success is. I think ambition can either be super dangerous for a person or extremely valuable. And I choose to be ambitious in areas so that our business doesn't stagnate, to keep things exciting. It's almost like throwing a spanner into the works and you get all your staff to rethink about everything in the way they think they're doing business. But if you are too ambitious, you miss the small things along the way. You can lose important people along the way. So ambition is something that you have to have a little bit of a balance in, which is sometimes hard, but you need enough of it to keep your business exciting, to keep it exciting for you, because this is the reason you get up in the morning, but also not too much that you oversee the beauty that you've built and the people that come along with that, whether that's your family, whether that's your employees or your friends. You have to make time for all of that. But ambition, I have seen this with people, that it could really kill the entire joy that there is in the business, because they can only focus on either the wealth of it or the fame that comes with it, or the fact that they want to dominate in a specific sector. But maybe just relook at that and actually look back sometimes and review what you've built, because that is enough for you to celebrate, but focus on the small little ambitions that you can bring in every year into your business. I think we are obsessed with building our business in different ways than what people might think. For us, it's not about the money, and I know that's really hard for a lot of people to understand, but when you already have wealth, when you grow your business more and you come up with more ideas how to expand it, or how to bring in a new product or a new model for the business that's completely something else, it hasn't got anything to do with money. It actually has to do with testing your ability as an entrepreneur. I believe that you always have to stretch yourself. You always have to push yourself a little bit more than you did the year before. And that keeps it creative, it makes it exciting. It also allows you to open up doors for your staff, but also people that can come into your life. through the business, we've met so many interesting people. We've built beautiful relationships with other business partners that we never would have done if we stayed the same way 10 years ago when we started Xpresso. So I think for me, the most exciting part is continue building, because I'm building this for my children. I do believe wealth allows you a lot of freedom and allows you to change people's lives. Today, my husband and I are able to help our family, our extended family, in times of need, which is really something nice, because we come from a background where we both didn't have money when we grow up. So I feel like that allows me now to teach my children that when you build something and you can share it with other people, it allows you the wealth that you can also help the people around you. For me, the thing that keeps me going when things get hard is definitely my husband. We are an extremely unique couple when it comes to being able to work together and also live together. And a lot of our friends who are also in business, but they're not in business together with their partner, find it quite fascinating that we get to spend 24 hours a day together and build multiple businesses, and it actually helps our relationship grow. My husband keeps me grounded. He believes that I'm able to do absolutely anything. He's my biggest fan, but he's also my biggest critic. And he's the one that will remind me why I started something in the first place. He's the one that will also remind me why we're doing what we're doing for the phase that we're in. I do recall he has fired me a few times in the past because he's forcing me to either step into the mom role for a few years or because he wants me to explore the marketing sector more. But when you have someone in your life that can be truly honest with you all the time, it allows you to be raw, it allows you to be honest with yourself, and we kind of calibrate why we are doing what we're doing, because we do believe life is short, and as long as you can wake up in the morning and love what you do, you get to spread that energy and that love into other people.